let's finish ranking every single front office in the NBA from worst to best. At number 5, I have the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, was the Paul George trade bad? Yes, the Paul George trade was very bad. Even if you include the part where they had to do that trade in order to get Kawhi Leonard in free agency, Kawhi and Paul George is now worse than J-Dub and Shea. A lot worse than J-Dub and Shea. And that's not even including the 1 million draft picks they gave up. Despite making that franchise turmoiling move, they have been nothing but winners since then, and previous to that, they've been consistent as hell, they hired a great coach to head the ship, and they've done a great job putting together a consistently successful team every single season. They've got a defensive identity, and they look really good going into next year. I love the way they're constructed. Every move they make on the margins is smart. They got guys like Zubac and Powell for cheap. They got guys like Chris Dunn for basically nothing. They've been successful on the margins despite making that horrible trade, and I think the Clippers are one of the better run front offices in the NBA. At number 4, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are just really, really good since losing LeBron. They got Darius Garland, and then they got Evan Mobley. They flipped Isaac Okoro this summer to get Lonzo Ball, and that's not even including the Donovan Mitchell trade. And they've got a great chance to win the East this year because they've done a good job filling out their supporting cast. They got a coach who instilled an identity in this team, and they look excellent going forward and super young. I love where the Cavs are going. They are one of the best front offices in the NBA. Number 3, I got the Boston Celtics, who have an insane pedigree. They have championship resume, championship blood and DNA, and they built a great duo. Danny Ainge crafted a brilliant team by making steals of trades, especially with the Brooklyn Nets. They got Derek White for basically nothing. They got Drew Holiday initially for pennies on the dollar, and now that they're transitioning into this semi-rebuild hiatus championship contending year, I think they are going to be back in contention very soon, and I think they'll have gotten together some assets to make a really, really good push for the title in 2026. At number 2, I got the Houston Rockets, who have the best rebuild in the NBA and are the second best team in the West. They added KD and other vets at the perfect time. Their rebuild has defined stages. They started by getting a ton of young guys and sucking. Then they added vets and got serious. They siphoned out the young guys who weren't working. And in the final stage, they're now building a serious contender through free agency, through trade. They're great at negotiating contracts. Raphael Stone is one of the only GMs who's willing to get uncomfortable with his young players. And if not for OKC, this team would look so much better, but they are just dwarfed by OKC's dominance. And Oklahoma City is the number 1 front office in the NBA. The most draft picks, the best team. They are in the middle of a dynasty, and Sam Presti is going to get a statue in Oklahoma City one day. Let me know what you guys think of these takes down in the comment section below, though, and like and follow if you enjoyed this video.